Hi, my name is Mallory Mathis, and I will be talking about my police department research paper. In all of the years since the very first police department was established, police departments all around the United States have came a long way and have evolved to have bigger opportunities to grow as well to sufficiently decrease crime. The police department that I am very much interested and why I was interested in researching was the New York City Police Department, or also known as NYPD. And I want to go into and talk about the history behind the NYPD and how they became to be and how they grew to the police department that they are today, as well as the structure behind that department. There is very much many departments that go into NYPD in certain aspects, as well as certain ranking in it, from lowest to highest. Interesting fact about the NYPD is that it is the number one largest police department in the United States. It was at the time LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department in California, but now it is New York City because they have 36,000 police officers on duty, while LAPD has about 9,000 to 10,000. And actually, along with the 36,000, according to their website, the New York City Police Department website, there is about 9.9% that are Asian, 15.3% are Black, 30.2% that are Hispanic, 0.1% that are Native American, and 44.5% that are white. Now, going into that, there is very much a very versatile on how many people who works in there as well. There is very much a lot of opportunities and very much worth ethics that go along in working in the police department. But the one I really want to jump into is the history behind NYPD and how NYPD came to be. Well, according to the Library of Congress, that was found in 1845 with an initial force of 900 men. So nearly 400,000 people lived in New York City at that time, and there was 900 men that were police officers that created this police department. It was at the time where poverty was at its highest, where crime was very much out of control. So they initiated the police force for this to help decrease that and to help establish public safety. As well, there was a very much high crime at that time. It was very exponential and it kept happening. So they were trying to find an efficient way to come up with to diverse from all the other crazy crimes they're having, the poverty and everything. They wanted it to direct it into a more safety setting and to become more with the public so that the public can be more confident in them so that they can trust them to be like, we are here to help you. Well, as well, furthermore, going into that to the New York Police Department, they have an organization set up very much differently. Sometimes it is different, it depends on the state, but in New York City, they have a command structure in different departments, in boroughs, and they are set up in a structure of a ranking. So, according to J.A. Xander's article, Duties of the NYPD Ranks, they are ranked from the lowest to highest. Now, starting with the recruit officer, the probationary police officer, detective, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, deputy inspector, deputy chief, assistant chief, borough chief, and the chief of department. They are given these certain rankings so that when people have certain issues or that they want to go to a certain thing of crime, they go to that specific chief, they go to that specific person to go to have the help that they need so that they have more an efficient way to get the help that they are supposed to have. As well, it is divided. The New York City Police Department is very much divided in its own department and the own division and their boroughs. It has 77 patrol persons with patrol officers and detectives covering the entire city. The department has also 12 transit districts to police the subway system, and it's nearly 6 million daily riders. And that was also from the New York City Police Department website. They have very much different officers that do different things to have public safety. To conclude this all is that the New York City Police Department, NYPD, has came a long way since what they first started back in 1845. Now, like I said, a lot of other police departments and even NYPD are continuing to evolve, even though as much as our technology has evolved and does a lot of efficient things for us, but it continues to that so that we can have more opportunities, more techniques to help solve crimes and also to decrease it. Also that a lot of these police departments very much are having their number one goal is to protect people, to keep the community safe, and to help with well-beings. Thank you.